Jag from Jaggy Sports, and yeah, the Nets. The Nets are on a 7-game losing streak. 7 games. Is it 6? 6 or 7? I lost count. So make sure you guys hit subscribe, hit that notification button. Like this video, so more people like you will get this content, and you'll get notified of all the breaking rumors and whatnot kind of thing. So I bet a lot of people didn't know this, but with the Ben Simmons deal, I agree with Stephen A. I'll show you this clip in a minute. I agree with Stephen A. saying 76ers are making a mistake not trading Ben Simmons because he's not going to play for Philly again. And 76ers have a great chance at actually winning this whole thing at the way they're playing. So obviously you need more help down the stretch, especially in the playoffs. So, I think that they should trade Ben Simmons, but that's another deal for another time. I bet you guys didn't know Ben Simmons hit up Shaq on his Instagram, whatever, messaged him because Shaq was going off on him, calling him a baby. Check this out.
First of all, let's dissect, because I know you know your basketball, okay? Okay? Let's define home run in the place, in the situation involving Ben Simmons. Defensively, all world. He was my defensive player of the year last year. He got my vote. Lethal.
Yeah.
Offensively, that's a different matter. Now, I understand he's 6'10", athletic, nasty ball handling skills, high basketball IQ. But he couldn't shoot to save his life. And on top of all of that, when you combine that with the fact that we've now learned he gets a bit petrified in certain moments, that further dilutes his offensive prowess. So now when we talk about finding somebody, well, let's just say hypothetically, okay? If I worked out a 3-team deal and I got a C.J. McCollum and I got a Buddy Hield, not to say that's the case, because I know better. But what I'm saying to you is
not all NBA, but yeah,
right?
valuable.
Right? Well, guess what? Between the both of those brothers, I'm significantly better offensively, and I make up for what I lack defensively because them brothers can put up buckets. So this mentality that I got to get an all-world, all-star player if I'm Daryl Morey, I think is a bit misguided.
I think he's just trying to raise the value by saying
but he made a mistake.
Yeah.
He should have did it over the summer and then made sure you made a move. And by the way, the $19 million that you talk about, that's why I brought that up. Mm-hmm. Ben Simmons is not thoroughly convinced, and this team is not thoroughly convinced. They lost that money. They're fighting to get that money. So he didn't take the L. You see what I'm saying? His whole point is I'm fighting for it. So you got the nerve. Think about this for a second. Think about this.
Fight for money while you're not playing. Yes.
On purpose. I think that I haven't played.
Let me tell you,
I haven't played, but I want my money.
Once I have a contract and I have, a long-term relationship with you, I'm still fighting for my contract whether I play or not.
Whoa. You don't ever put yourself in that equation because you show up to work. See, the point that I'm trying to make is you are going to have that attitude. I'm going to have that attitude. You going to have that attitude. Her sprinting to work the other day, sprinting on the air and all of this other stuff. You going to have that attitude. You know why? Because we show up to work.
Yeah, I go to work and then to practice.
When I went off on Kyrie, he talked about no damn vaccine. I said, yo, man, you got to show up to work. Showstopper, box office, people walking through the turnstiles. They standing in tunnels and you ain't there.
Look,
that's a problem.
Good agenting and good representation means you fight for your money even if you're not available, right? So I feel like they're doing their due diligence.
I'm not faulting the representation.
Yeah, of course
the representation is doing what they're supposed to do.
Not many people can still be in this situation if you don't have that representation.
We can debate how Rich Paul has elected to handle it, but at the end of the day, he's doing the right thing, fighting for his client. What I'm saying is you the player, you know you ain't working, and you fighting for your money on purpose.
He is working out, and I do believe if you were to find... Yeah, he's working out.
Hold it. Okay, you didn't just say that. You didn't just say that.
Look, let me tell you, he's rested. I think he's going to make an effort to play if he were to be traded.
Oh, my God.
He's going...
If he was traded.
If he were traded, he's trying to stay ready
right now.
I mean, the
Who's he
team he's
fighting
not
for money
playing
right now?
for.
The team he refuses to play for.
Let's get back to this, Stephen A. The reality is the only team that we really heard that removed themselves were the Kings. And even if you add a 3-team trade, I'm not sure if you're going to get, even if it's not all NBA, great players that will be able to position Joel Embiid right now for a championship versus waiting to the offseason.
You already lost me. You already lost me. Because
Yeah.
what you just said, did you know that if you get on the Peloton and break a sweat and stuff like that, and you get on the treadmill and you break a sweat, it can actually help your lungs better, which helps your voice and all that stuff. So guess what, Sinead? Guess what, Sinead? All right, ESPN. I don't need to show up on first day. Let me go in the gym. Let me work out. Let me get a break of sweat and get it going. So my voice is all right.
If he were to be traded,
If
he were to be traded, he'd make an effort to play for the new team. He's not going to play for the team that you knew he closed the door on.
So in other words, you're admitting, and I know you know this, you're admitting here on national TV
that he's he wants to play.
The second he got traded, he'd be ready to play, which means he ain't playing for the Sixers on purpose. Then what you fighting with them about your money for?
You're fighting because that's what you're obligated through your contract, and you have this. But also, you know, you have these extenuating circumstances where we don't know the real day-to-day as to why he's really out per se. And
you just been saying if he went somewhere else, he'd be playing.
I'm not going to dismiss the fact that you never know situationally why he's not playing.
I agree with that.
You know,
but
and they're trying to protect the athlete from themselves. Yeah, he's creating an environment. Yeah.
All due respect, that is not what Janae Ogumake said. What she said was, if he got traded, he would play. So my point is, you're not playing for the Sixers on purpose, and you're saying he's got a contract. You got a contract to play.
Maybe part of his issues that he's trying to work through are because this environment is not best for him right now. You know what I mean? And that's a reality that athletes have to face a lot.
Hold on. So how was it good?
He's not the norm.
How was the environment? Because as a guy that worked in Philadelphia for 17 years, I would know about the Wells Fargo Center.
Yeah.
I lived there.
I love Philly.
Okay,
I'm a fan of it.
He's saying he'll be ready to go elsewhere, but in Philadelphia, we have to give him grace.
Come on.
Because
You
of the personal
played
situation.
all of those years under those conditions.
Last week on Inside the NBA, Shaquille went viral for talking about Ben Simmons.
Let me tell you why I'm pissed off. Magic paved the way for Mike. They wasn't making no money. Mike paved the way for me to get all that bread I was getting. I paved the way for Garnett. Ben Simmons messing the money up. Because first of all, they already think we're spoiled. Mm-hmm. They already think we don't deserve it. You're making $40 million, and the only reason why you're not playing is because your coach called you out. You're making us look bad. And I've been in this moment many times. They say, hey, you think you can win with Shaq in the fourth quarter? And all my coaches said he got to step up and knock him down. They all said that. I didn't go, man, I got 38. I missed 12 free throws. Yo, trade me, get rid of me. He acting like a baby. So he kind of got in my DM and said some things, and I said some things back.
What'd he say?
I can't do that.
He said some things.
No, I can't do that.
So wait, Ben Simmons DM'd you after he heard what you said last week?
Yeah. All I said is you leaving your man out there, you need to play. That's all I said.
Okay.
And he said some things, but I'm not going to elaborate what he said because that's not cool. He was mad.
Mad at you?
Yeah, he's probably mad because I'm his LSU brother, and I am.
Yes.
I'm still his brother.
Oh, is that what he said? We supposed to be LSU brothers?
Man, we supposed to be brothers. You out here calling me trash.
Nichelle, I'm not going to tell you what he said, but I probably understand why he's mad.
So here's what we know. We know Ben Simmons DM'd Shaq after seeing him on TV. We know Ben Simmons was mad. We know Shaq came back and said, you're leaving your brother out there. You need to play. So I can deduce within that, what Ben said to you was either, it's not my fault, and you don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, exactly like that. I realized this after I left LA. I don't believe I've been my whole career fighting for a useless title. Shaq, you the man. Shaq, this your team. But in reality, what the does all that mean? Don't mean nothing.
Right.
Don't mean nothing. I could have won 8, 9 championships with that man instead of we both arguing about who team it is. And I talked to them. I had to go speak for Philadelphia, and I told them, I said, don't fight over useless titles. Fight for each other. Because when it's all said and done, you don't want to be back saying to yourself, I wish I could have. It's so much Elon Bezos out here for everybody. You know what that mean, right?
Yes.
So I can't take it all. So I'm going to get my piece. Spice, you get your piece and share it. Take it. But don't give it away by being, it's Joel's fault. I don't want to play. It's coaching fault. I don't want to play. Listen, he went to LSU. I care about him. I want to see him succeed. I want to see all these young brothers succeed.
Does he have your number?
Nah.
Did you give it to him?
No, because there ain't nothing to talk about.
So basically, Shaq is calling this guy a baby, and instead of Ben Simmons not playing, he's choosing to sit out and try to defend himself via messages. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, he should defend himself on the court and play really, really well. Apparently, he's putting in time off the court in Philly. Not practicing with the team, but he is playing basketball, according to Ramona Shelburne. So, at the end of the day, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I agree with Stephen A. that they are making a mistake not trading him. And it's February 3rd right now. We'll see what happens in 7 days. 1 week today. 1 week today, we'll find out Ben Simmons' fate for the rest of the season. Who knows? Jag from Jaggy Sports.